Guess who was late to his own stream? Because he was watching some granny threaten to go gangster on me. Me! Nobody's in yet. I've just ruined that joke. Fuck you. Sorry, I got completely distracted, Catherine. There's a channel going live right now slating me, but I'm buying my subs. Beetle Dungon accused me of being drunk, and I'm not fucking drunk. Okay? Okay. Lonely Whisper, hello, Chris Williams, hello, Pink Sphinx, Big Dan, Bob, Dan Lagore, Bob the Beard, Fahab, Catherine Lawrence, Carol Johnston, Megan Behind Blue Eyes, Mickey, Troublemaker. Yes, I am. Chemical Nerub, thank you. Cass McDonald, hello. Jump in on from Discord. I don't know what you meant. They're unhinged. One of their friends' channels potentially has been taken down by YouTube. Either she's hidden it or it's been taken down by YouTube, and they're live right now, lying about me, saying that I've bought subs and things I'm doing against terms of service, while she's got some fucking dude on a stream the other day with no top on, slurring, and another guy just sat there vegged out. Some people will never, ever learn. Hello there, Granny Dumpling. How are you doing? I'm trying to fucking see the button. Where's the button? Dude, bro? No, not dude, bro. Granny Dumpling. Every time I see your name, I know I have to press a button, and I know the button is Piss Off Ghost, but fucked if I can see it. There.
Piss off, Ghost!
Blanket, hello. Can we get a rower? Yes, you can. Very early. I didn't even put my intro music on or anything because I was too busy laughing at these imbeciles. Like, so what if I say fuck all the motherfucker time, motherfucker? Comedy gold. Rower. If I move this closer to me, I don't need my glasses, do I? Because...
Rawr. Rawr.
There is a reason for the tiger shirt. Now, do you remember a show called The Tiger King? You know, Drama Central. I thought, well, this channel recently is about as drama-filled as The Tiger King. Tiger King shirt. I was going to wear a cowboy hat, but I couldn't find it. Well, the leather one's up there. Could have put that on. Don't worry. We'll just chat amongst ourselves while you find a button. I know. That dude is not a pit bull. He's a fucking Pomeranian with a perm. Pomeranian, I'm not entirely sure what a Pomeranian is. I know he just sounds like a useless dog. 30 months, by the way. Love the belts on the video. I like the fact that I released it. It is a drama video, but it was intentionally drama this time. But yes, I fired some shots, but I was calm. I didn't shout. All that sort of stuff. What do you fuckers notice? The burp. Carol fucking Baskin. I love that show. You know what? I genuinely thought that show was staged for views because he was so entertaining. Until the guy tested the gun against his own head, and I was like, oh, shit.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
But what is up, Beardos, Weirdos, Balls and Ghouls? What's going on? Have you had a good start to the week? Be very quiet. It was a quality burp. I can't believe I left it in. Fear the Living, yes, we are live. This is not a test. This is a live. So, I'll start off as I normally do. We'll get to the drama stuff in a bit, because pretty much all this is going to be tonight, I think. Last night, Paranormal Monkey podcast. Do you know what? I spent Sunday mocking Justin relentlessly in my stream for just sitting there and, and everyone else doing the work from his podcast. Fair play to him. Last night, how he kept it together with his guests. It wasn't his fault or his guest's fault, but the stream kept crashing for his guest and the internet was crapping out and stuff. He kept it going. He didn't get too flustered, and then he actually had to talk and host and bring his guest back in and stuff and sort of rewind his guest. Like, can we go back because we missed that? Justin, not very often I'm nice to you, but fair play to you, sir. You had a job last night, and you did it well. Nicest I'll be. Don't think anyone noticed the burp or pointed it out. It was clipped by 3 separate people. And when it was posted in the Discord, people clipped it in there. Proof Justin can work under pressure. Absolutely. Sarah, fantastic. How are you doing? Isn't calling you a hater and a bully the pot calling the kettle black? Yeah. Yeah. And with a 33 months. Take my money, you bully. Thank you. You can leave your lunch money at the door as well. What a day. What a day. What a day. So obviously, Justin's Paranormal Monkey podcast came out last night. Steg had a video out last night. Seg, bless his cotton socks. When that guy gets angry, I can't do what he did. He portrayed his anger without resorting into just being horrible. I struggle with that because I start veering into horrible. But like I said, if I make somebody cry that has been bullying people, I really could care less. They deserved it. Make them feel an ounce of what they're making other people feel. But yeah, Seg's video was absolutely fantastic. It was a nuclear bomb dropped on lies. And their actions after the fact have said it all. I don't know if she's taken her channel down or if, in fact, YouTube have taken the channel down. Because a lot of people have been telling me that they're getting their subs put on pause by YouTube, which is normally a sign, apparently, I don't know, of a channel being taken down. Because it happened when my channel was taken down for the hacking. But if a user deletes the channel and pays for membership, surely YouTube will put a stop to it then as well. You know, it's absolutely hysterical. The Pitbull docs and said doxing is illegal. But if you point out that inconsistency in their logic and call them stupid, because it's a stupid thing to do, you're a bully. Social boy is still yapping. I fucking yap. Keep yapping, because the most relevant that either of these people have ever been is when either myself, the side-eye guy, or Jason mentions them. It's the only relevancy they've got. It's why they keep going at us. But the problem is, me and Seg started ignoring them. A long time ago, I started ignoring them nearly 2 years ago. And because I ignored them, they get worse and they find different things. Like people were saying, you know, the stuff, like, there is a PDF file in the debunking community. We have got the receipts. We are going to show those receipts. They never came because it doesn't exist. It's just drama to get us to snap back at them. But it got to a point where it stopped being about drama and they were breaking laws. And they've just fed us enough information to silence them properly. Kenny Biddle, how are you doing? Steg's curtains are tragic. Do you know what? I got transported back to my mum's kitchen curtains in 1993. I'm sure she had the same ones. I'm sure of it. Kenny, I hope you're well. Good evening, Beardo. Hello there, Mr. Badgers Media. I can't believe they actually said Seg named to everyone. I'm glad I didn't hear it. Mystery still intact. The thing is, I know people are saying drama. What has happened this week is not drama. It's criminal behaviour. It's criminal behaviour and online bullying. It's not drama at that point. And even when we've chose to ignore them and they still carry on with it, it's beyond drama then. Remember she posted pictures of... Yeah, she recorded a video and was like, Beardo, look at my feet, knowing how much I detest feet. Thinking that would get her a shout out. I've never lied about it. The reason I never shouted out that channel, the reason I never promoted that channel is I just didn't like what was coming from this. Same as the Cajun, you know? All of this... I say things, and maybe I shouldn't say them, and I do things, and maybe I shouldn't do, and people get upset by me, and, you know, I got to take that on the chin. Who is Justin? Oh, fantastic! Man worked his ass off last night. Justin, I got you back. Yeah, they're breaking laws, and what they were probably trying to do is feed into the thing about me and the side-eye guy not getting along, or stir up that portion of the... They're not even the community, they're just a bunch of shit stirrers in the corner that are still trying to feed into this. Well, we've taken that from you, because I've supported the side-eye guy. The side-eye guy has supported me. What have you got left? Because you can't shit stir between any of us anymore. Thank everyone for just sticking up for what's right. Absolutely. And you know, the side-eye guy never hid it. I hid it, that me and the side-eye guy had a falling out, because I didn't think it belonged on the platform. But when it kept getting brought up, then he was like, look, yeah, we did have a falling out, but it's all done and dusted, and none of you needed to know about it, because that's how grown-ups behave. You have your say, some feelings may get hurt, and then you spend a little bit of time apart, and then you're good again. Me and side-eye guy were messaging long before any of this shit. It's just people stirring and whatever. Lightning? What lightning? But hopefully this is the end of it, because if she has lost her channel, watch how quiet other people are going to go. Other people that have been doxing, because it's happened a number of times, just not this bad. Watch how quiet they all go. Wait, are we meant to be grown-ups? Yes. I can only turn the other cheek for so long. Laura Lee, thank you for the £5. What's going on? Just got your recap, please. Somebody threatened to some guy. I'm not using their real names because they're hitting people with privacy, but some guy went on a podcast and literally tried to dox the side-eye guy, said that he knew his name, his address, got pictures of his face, and he will release it all if the side-eye guy doesn't take down a thumbnail, which is blackmail. Blackmail by threats of doxing, which is completely illegal. The other party involved on the channel that no longer exists, Bad to the Bone, with a number 2, not the word 2. Do you think she's lurking? Probably. Said that I'd called somebody a slut, and I didn't. I said they were dressed like a stripper. Said that I'd been on podcasts that I hadn't. Just lies upon lies upon lies. But then I was threatened, you know, come to America and fuck around and find out and all that stuff. So basically, there were physical threats of violence against me. There were threats of doxing and attempts of blackmail at the side-eye guy. They threatened to unalive somebody's dogs and the dog owner. They've doxed numerous people and all of that stuff. And after nearly 2 years of it, for me, I've only been aware of it for a year. After a year of it, me and the side-eye guy were just like, fucking enough. And we issued our videos. And I hope that's where the end of it is. I really do. Oh yeah, apparently side-eye guy lives in Wales now. Either that guy has got no clue what he's talking about, or he thought me and the side-eye guy were the same person. Unfortunately, I do not have the dick fingers. I have to use a size 10 bowling ball. I'm gonna back at the chat. Yeah, no, she's not in here anyway. There are some really bottom feeders out there. There are. You know, I've been doxxed to the point where I had to go on a live, or it was a video, and be like, right, my name is, and then I gave my full name, told people where I lived, because I wanted to take that power from them. But for the debunkers or VTubers or anyone that wears a mask or mask or hides their, whatever the reason is, I say hides their face. I don't mean like cowardly hiding. I mean They don't want their face on the platform. They just want their voice. There is nothing wrong with that. And then to try and take that from somebody, hold it over them, and then laugh about the divorce like they were laughing about my channel getting taken down. Absolutely disgraceful. But it says more about those people than us, and they can be like a bully, toxic, nasty, narcissist, and all of these words, trigger words, that they mean fuck all anymore. Because they're used every day by people that don't understand them. Crappy week? It hasn't been a crappy week. I'm glad that me and Side Eye Guy got to finally speak out about it. Because this shit's been happening for so long, bubbling up in the background. And obviously that live stream was a number of weeks ago. But they kept pushing, And then the same dude to turn up in Joe Vitale's live, mocking me for losing my channel. I'm like, I didn't realise it was the same guy. Use your real name if you want to mock me. Pitbull guy needs to see a vet. He doesn't. He just needs to fuck off the internet. Because, I mean, what's the point? Fucking cameraman. And a cameraman to who? Nesper? Potentially? I'm not going to say that's 100% what it was, because I'm not entirely sure, and I don't want to put false information out there. But I think he was something to do with Nesper. Maybe not, but the same circle of people. One of the guys they're defending, you know, the PDF file, was part of Nesper. I didn't do it. They did that. Dust Productions, thank you for the $2. Glad to see you back. This is all crazy. It's been since mid-November. It has been horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I mean, with the copyright stuff and all of the stuff surrounding that. And it was like, hang on, the copyright thing was unfair. And it was done out of nastiness because I said, hey, can't do that, that's immoral. In one of the softest videos I'd ever made on that group. Can I get a happy birthday for yesterday? Deathstalker, thank you for the £2. Happy birthday for yesterday, my friend. Could you please give Deathstalker a happy birthday, please, chat? Thanks for these assholes in the minority and takes away from the regular decent groups and individuals in the community. It does, but, you know, when they said things like, what have Beardo and Seg done for small creators? How many small creators? I mean, some of the creators in this community, in this chat right now, were small creators. For example, Don't Scare Claire. Her channel has blown up massively, not because of me, because of the work she puts in. But when she was very new to YouTube, I tried to help out, and I help out every few weeks. Bristol Paranormal, Exploring the Entity, Ghosts on Trent, who were a bigger channel than me at the time. Glasgow Ghost Hunters. Fucking take your pick. There are so many people that I've tried to help. Even people that are not paranormal channels. Dead Cold and his Hot Sauce channel. I've promoted that. Cynthia Bossy Boobs. Almost at the terrible toddler stage. Let's go with the 21 months. Appreciate you, lady. But here's the difference, right? We all put in work. I have shouted out Fantastic. I mean, the shit that I got over Danny Moss in the hotel, and people, even 2 months ago, were like, you never did this, you never did that. Hang on. I kept my mouth shut until he went at Fantastic, and I was like, that's fucking enough. The boys are the boys, and they can handle themselves, but you've just gone at a very small channel run by a female in the community, and you've been particularly harsh on her. That's cowardly. Rumour has it that that's done as well. The hotel. I've seen that certain Mr. Moss has walked away to go back to YouTube with his own content. And I'm like, I wonder if somehow you got 7,000 subscribers on a channel that's got no videos. Whatever, people are going to follow you. He's a big name. But I do have to ask this question, because you've already leaked private messages or whatever, Danny, so you've got nothing left on me now. So You've got 7,000 people subscribed to you over there. You've already got membership set up over there. How many of those people are going to remember the following thing you said? YouTube is a fucking cesspit. And this project and what we do and what I do is bigger than YouTube. So why have you come crawling back? Was being the biggest paranormal show on Amazon TV not quite enough for you? Not being mean, just asking questions. Beardo, can I get a rower? Yes, you can.
Rawr. Rawr.
And yes, I did mean Fear the Living podcast every time I said Truth or Demons and Stevie in the same sentence, because they're the same I'm sorry, okay? I meant Fear the Living. I did. John Boy Patton, thank you for the £2. Can we wish Spange a happy birthday? Spange! Happy birthday! Guys, Spange, happy birthday. Beardo still needs to appear on both, though, Megan. I'll go on both. And, listen, I fired a warning shot. When I said Fear the Living, but I said Truth or Demons, but I meant Fear the Living, I'll go on that podcast. I'll go on all of those podcasts if it helps bring numbers into them. If it helps get the word out about what's being done to them. But not only that, if Sarah from Fantastic says to me one day, I'd love to have you on one of the daytime chats, maybe it'll help, or maybe it'll just be a laugh, then I'll go and fucking do it. Of course I will. What I don't do is when people message me or email me, I've never seen them in the chat, I've never heard of their channel, and they're like, hey, do you want to come on my podcast? I got 12 viewers, do you want to come up? No, I don't. I've also had people say, I got 20,000 followers, do you want to come on my podcast? And I still say no. Because I don't know who you are and you don't support the community or the paranormal community. No. If you want me to appear on your podcast, if you want any of the debunkers to appear on your podcast, hang out with us. Hang out with the community. Get to know us all. Because that's when people will come over and watch us. My name isn't good enough. My name is not good enough to bring you hundreds of viewers on a live stream. But if you interact with the community, if you talk with the community, if we recognise your name in the chat, and then a couple of weeks in, you're like, hey, been in the community, love what you're doing, would you like to come on a podcast? Then, well, yeah. And the audience will like it, and then you've earned that, and then you can grow. But just email me like, do you want to come on my podcast? I've got 6 subscribers. I do apologise. I like helping out small channels. I don't help out people that have never done anything to help any of us. Did you just see Griff here? I don't think so. You're looking at Joe Griffin, right? Good to see you back, but you need a break, Beard, of all the shit you're going through. What do you mean? I had time off over Christmas. I had 3 days off where my channel was fucking nuked. And everyone was like, Beardo's going mental. And I was. But I also laughed quite a lot. Like, I can't believe I'm getting fucking taken down by a hacker after everything. Good evening, Don't Scare Claire. How are you doing? But there's positives that have come out of all of this drama, because mine and the Side-Eye guys' friendship is back the way it was before all of this shite. People like Flurio, Stevie, we're all like chatting, and we're all... Oh, actually, Jason Griffiths is here. I saw a Joe Griffiths as well. Sorry, Griff. There are so many people out there that have all suffered at the hands of these people, and I'm more than happy to put up a live stream where we all come on and we all discuss. But then beyond that, once everything is said and done and finished, I'd still like to chat to these people, because they've all had my back. They've all had everyone else's back. Laura Lee, thank you for the £5. Are we good, Beardo? You don't seem to answer me the other day. Am I just paranoid? Yes, you're paranoid. What? Oh, wait. Yeah, you were asking me about online security, and I'm not giving you online security advice, and then something go wrong, and then I get the blame. I'm not saying you would blame me. If you don't want to come on my podcast, Paul, of course I would. Thank you for the £2. But yeah, Paul, you've been a massive part of this community. You have. And when I help out channels like Paul, Paranormal Monkey, and all that stuff, that's me paying back into the community that helped me, because the Ouija brothers, when I first started, Paranormal Channel shouted me out. Took me on an investigation with Steve. That was them helping me when I started out, and that's something that I've passed on to others. And fantastically, other debunkers that have come up behind me do the same thing. They try to help other channels out. Griff, did you finally get the Samsung code? Don't start him off, alright? Hey, Mama Geek, how you doing? But yeah, there are some fantastic people in this community, and I will interact with all of them. All of them. You know, well, except Paranormal Monkey Podcast. I will watch and I will be in his chat, but I will never ever be a guest on his podcast again after he dumped me in the bin because some fucker that wrote a book turned up. I'm joking. I'm absolutely joking. Can't wait to see Steve and Griff out again. They posted something. They back out, right? Because Griff, I know Griff was insanely busy. He started the second channel. He was doing the plastering stuff, and then he was like, the message I was getting was like, I can't game with you because I'm so fucking busy, and then I'm getting home late, and then Paul and Steve are having to go out and do investigations because of the work and stuff. It's tough for creators. Even the bigger creators, 100k, it's tough for people. Fair though. Justin, I am clearly joking. Beard holds a grudge. No, there's got to be a number of things for me to hold a grudge. And unfortunately, Justin has done a number of things. True story. Fucking binned me. He binned Kenny Biddle. He wore that hideous fucking jumper. And he spooned me at 30 East Drive. Just to throw yourself out there, easy to see, but seriously, just go for it. I agree with Days of Horror there. If you're sat there looking for advice into starting a YouTube channel, starting on this journey, the best thing you can do is just fucking do it. Record something, edit it, put it out. And then watch it back, and if it's shit, try again, make it better. Is all this true, Justin? Oh, it absolutely is. Justin scraped me off his shoe. In truth, there was a bit more to it. I'll bin anyone if someone with more talent comes along. Fucking hell. We've created a monster, chat. But clearly, I'm joking. I've gone on investigations with Justin. We've done 2 together. We go into some paranormal or paracons together. Beardo would be triggered by spoons. Yes, I would. But yeah, all the nastiness has been spread, and then they're like, yeah, what have they done? Have they done this? Have they done that? And everything they list, saying that specifically me and the cider guy hadn't done, we did. We did raise money. I mean, there's a channel going live right now, and the last bit I listened to was her saying, yeah, I give money to the homeless, I just don't have to brag about it online. You have completely misunderstood, you idiot. There is a difference between giving money to charity and filming yourself doing it for notoriety, or going live knowing that your community of thousands of people could come together to make a difference and fundraise for a charity and raise awareness for the charity. That's not filming me putting a £5 note in a charity box or buying somebody that's homeless a hot meal. I'd never do that. Beardo, apparently you spoon better than me. I'm taken aback. Good to see you, sir. Weird Fox, I hope you're on the mend. I think you said yesterday you've been quite unwell, right? I hope you're on the mend. Beardo, how are you and the family? All good. All good. I'm full, though. Mrs. Geek made homemade smash burgers with blue cheese. Oh! What a treat. Laura Lee, thank you for the £4. Wouldn't blame you at all. Appreciate you can see. Laura, honestly, your best bet for internet security and advice is to look at specific tech channels. There's tech channels all over YouTube. Don't look at the sponsored stuff. Look at what they actually use, because they'll have it listed in the channel description. There's a difference between community fundraiser and fake-looking charity videos. Yeah, and they have to try and... She told people, don't donate to No One Alone for Christmas. Wait, what? What? So she told somebody not to donate to No One Alone for Christmas when there were no donation links anywhere on any channel. It wasn't a charity event. It was a live streaming event to give people someone to talk to. Ah. Oh, dear God. Sorry I suck at keeping track of names. Chat is gone a bit crazy. Hey, maybe we should thank these fucking idiots, you know? They shit talk me, I fire back, and then the stream is on fire. I'm too scared to go live now, I'm not a strong person. Pinky, get a good moderation team behind you. Thank you for the $5. But if you don't think you're strong enough to deal with online or being online in a live situation, then don't do it until you're in a better place, because these people see weakness. People are saying, watch, don't send money. Crack the fuck up. Bear with me. Oh, she's told 15 people. She's told 15 people not to give me money. And all 15 of them are fucking moderators. Get a job. Of the intelligence from that, I have to attack the No One Alone for Christmas and to attack charity work. It says more about them than me, you know. Vinny, how are you doing? I'm very well, thank you. Pinky, if you do decide to go live, just get a good team of mods. Don't do what these other channels are doing, where they've got 15 moderators and the community's just filled up with moderators. And because there's 15 moderators, they form this one-sided opinion where nobody can say anything that they disagree with. You suck, Beardo. I do, James.
Wankers.
I'm off the new dinner time. I'll watch this back later. No worries, Happy Dev. Look forward to seeing you on Sundays live. I saw some interesting names in the chat and the clips. Do you know what? Yeah, I saw Wisdom, who made my channel music. I saw Candy7. There were a few others, part of this community, that were in that live stream where they were doxing Seg and threatening me. Now, I also am aware that Wisdom told them to stop threatening. I am aware of that. But to be a moderator in numerous communities and to be part of a live stream trying to dox and blackmail somebody, have a word with yourself. You're all going to be dealing with a lot and you've beat it all. Do you know what? Not only have I beat it all, but I've beat it all with a smile on my face. I've had a good laugh. It's not nice to get called a tampon, Beardo. Hey! I thought that was great! Such a bully. He's a tampon. And I'm like, because I suck? Because I suck? Because he inserts himself. And I was like, I don't think you know how tampons work, lady. I know it's probably been a couple of decades since you've had to use one, but, you know, they don't insert themselves. You have to do it. Which was correct to the entire thing, that I was inserted or dragged into somewhere I didn't want to be. Vicky Emming. Thank you for the $100 Australian, Vicky Emming. I nearly said Vicky Ming there, and I stopped myself. I remembered. For some reason, the job of mod attracts odd crazy. You know, obviously, my moderation team now is half of the size of my first year on the channel, with good reason. And I see channels with 10, 20, 30 viewers, and they've got all of the community are moderators. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Because as an outsider looking in, if you click on a stream and all you see is moderator spanners everywhere, you're like, whoa, I'm going in there. Why the fuck do you need that many mods? How bad is this? This kind of thing never happened down the pub. Mike? Alright, I don't think I ever got doxxed down the pub, but we got into fights on a weekly basis. You liar. We went live last Sunday, and it was so relaxing thanks to our mods. Yeah, once you get a good team of mods, and what I would also suggest is, if you've got Discord, is set up a Discord group with your mods where you can discuss things. We don't have to do it as much now because we know how each other works and stuff. And there will be drama, there will be arguments, there will be falling outs, and there will be falling outs between you and your mods and themselves. And eventually you'll whittle it down to a core team. I mean, I'm 63, 64k subscribers with 5 mods. That's all I need. You're lucky to have us. You're lucky to have me.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Latest Griff, thank you for stopping by. Barbara Robinson, thank you for the £20. No, thank you, Barbara. Thank you for your constant kindness. Every video I put out, you're there. I see you. Too many cooks spoil the broth. Yeah, I mean, am I right in saying that Jenny is the only mod over on Dandal's channel? I think that's about right. If not, there's only 2 of it. Oh, wait, I think Rich might be as well. It's not my birthday. I can honestly say that I've seen this group have less infighting than any other in the YouTube community. I agree. Bearing in mind how... what's the word I'm looking... Fiery I am. I can be quite fiery. You've all seen me pop... Somebody's in the chat being fucking horrible, and I blow up with them. I'm a fiery person. I've always been the same. But... you need, when you have your moderators, you need to trust your moderators to the point where they can check you. Because my mods do it. My mods have often said to me, you were a bit out of line there. And then don't just be like, right, fine, get the fuck out. Take on board what they're saying. That is flying 100 kilometers. It is, and it's a beautiful thing to see, considering I nearly lost all this twice. In 2 months. I know there's 500 people watching. I'm in other communities on YouTube and everyone fights. Only people who don't fight are people who don't talk to anyone outside of their own channel. Absolutely. I mean, Flurio, how many times have I said things you don't agree with? Or things where you've gone, oh, you was a bit harsh there. Oh. And on occasion, I let things slide, and my mods are like, absolutely fucking not. And they're on them. And I back my mods up in those situations, whether I agree with them or not. Because it's about the majority and what's good for the community. My mods stop me from living in my own echo chamber. They truly do. What do you mean he knows nothing? Who knows nothing? Vicky Emming, thank you for the 10 gifted as well. Very, very kind of you again. Thank you so much. Nihilist did. Either Beardo, so up your back with your awesome content. The thing is, right, we're here to see if we can get you taken down again or buy crypto. Yeah, I'm going to make my own fucking crypto coin. I'm also going to change my channel name to Burpo Gets Wind. Okay, to disagree. I mean, I disagree wholeheartedly with Kenny Biddle on a range of subjects. He's never insulted by that, and I'm never insulted by his It's so silly, look. And then he shows me proof, and then I have to say, oh, yeah, fair. Fair enough. Dandos recently put out a video about the debunking, or about debunking, and is the debunking community about debunking. I disagree with a lot of the things in that video. And he'll know I'll disagree with it. It's a difference of opinion. We just aren't going to be assholes about it. I'm not going to do a response video and be like, how dare you, sir, say that some debunkers are making fucking wild guesses and calling it fact. Because guess what? I did it when I first started. I did it a lot. Does Kenny giggle? Kenny does giggle. He does. Watch any of his live streams, and when he knows he's got a point and he's absolutely correct and he's got it in reach, he does a little giggle. You know, you're in fiery. You're just old and cantankerous. I was like this when I was worse when I was younger. I've chilled out with age. Griff, Vito says YouTube knows but won't tell him, although they could. Or about who hacked me. They won't give in information. Vito, I am the other mod for Dan. Oh, I forgot you got modded in Dan's. Treater. But there you go. Surround yourself with good people and people you can trust. Have you been called a bully again? I don't know, Wisdom. Ask some of the communities you've been hanging around in. Now, I know you told people to stop threatening me. I saw that. But there's a lot of screenshots and a lot of clips of people using very derogatory terms and horrible terms and threats and stuff, and you're in the chat. Now, it's only the fact that I saw you actively telling people not to threaten me that has stopped me chewing you out. You were one of the only ones that won't get chewed out. There's a few others that if they come in here, I'm going to say to them, I saw you in that chat while Seg was getting doxxed and while they're blackmailing him and while they're threatening me. I don't want you in my community. Off you fuck. Jay Bala, thank you for the $5. Do you think they would be less angry and vile if they did what DSP Gaming did before they start? Yeah, just crack one off before you go live. Beto Currency, £5. So glad you're still here. Be lost at you in the community. Thank you, Pagey Wagey. I appreciate it. Seg, good evening. Hope all is as well as can be. I said his name and he's appeared. Seg been mentioned a lot tonight. Fair play. I'm so sorry these people have been horrible to you guys. It's not called for. No, it's not. Being horrible to me is one thing. I don't care if somebody's horrible to me. I'll just fire back because I'm petty. I am petty. It's when it turns criminal and nasty. You know, people are feeling sorry for me. I haven't had it anywhere near as fucking bad as Fear the Living, Truth or Demons, Flurio, or Seg. I've had kind of the easy end of it. All I've had go at me is the fucking feminist that refers to women as tits and ass, pussy. What else? What other lovely terms did she use while claiming to be a feminist? I don't know. Oh yeah, Seg only hangs around with tits and ass. Listen, I love Kagan Allison. Please don't call Kagan Allison tits and ass. Rude. That's Craft Lady. Thank you for the $9.99, Beardo. You are getting told what to say because you got your headphones in. You know what? I've been editing, recording and stuff since the 7 days to live fucking thing, and then the 7 days to produce receipts, and since the hacking and all of that stuff. Any sort of boredom or any sort of I'm just doing the same thing is gone. There's like this fucking fire being lit under my ass again because, you know, I appreciate what I've got. I've always appreciated it. I always appreciate my community, and I know what this means to the community. But how much this channel meant to the community? You call Kagan Allison far worse. I do. Yeah. To their faces. But it's always said, there's respect there. There's respect. There are things that I would say to Kagan Allison, or to Seg, or to Mythos, or to the Ouija Brother, name whoever you want, my mods, fucking Paul from PNC, look at the shit me and him give each other. Me and Justin. But it's all done in respect. When it's done out of pure spite and nastiness, draw the fucking line. Yes, you can have a copy, me.
Yes, we all know Mary likes it. Copy me. Ooh. Sorry, Carl. What was that?
So you're saying it's been a lovely year so far, right, Beardo? It's been fucking shocking. It's been absolutely shocking. But despite how much I rant and rave and shout and swear and stuff, it's also made me take stock of the channel, of the community. There are friendships that were a little strained at one point that are now back on track because of outsiders causing problems, and that's the biggest takeaway for me, is I've made new friends through this and rekindled old friendships. So, what an epic fail. Try to destroy us, push us together, make us stronger, make us bigger. Well done. Lee MC, thank you for the 14 months. Loves that shirt you have on, by the way. Great, isn't it? I bought it at the height of the Tiger King TV show because I thought it was great. We all know the difference between banter and hate. Absolutely. Absolutely. Join Beardo's Facebook page. I'll actually pin that one, Jolene. Thank you very, very much. So, yeah, we do have a Facebook page. Should my channel go bye-byes again. It's all good-natured banter unless don't know Seg. He's a knob. It's... Especially with men of a certain age, it's kind of... You don't go up to your mate and be like, I love you, brother. You don't do that. You walk up to your mate and be like, fucking hell, what have you come dressed as? Did you purposely come dressed like a knob? And that's the... Men of our age's way of showing affection, is to insult the shit out of each other. Great. Controversy sells. Unfortunately, it does. And that's a bit of a sad fact, is controversy sells. But, fuck it. Fuck it. I've tried to stay away from it. It's done me no good whatsoever. So, I'll keep doing my usual thing, but then if somebody fucking claps back and they're out of order, I'll give them a good dressing down like I used to in the beginning. Because they deserved it.
Dude, bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
And it should also be worth noting that when we do what we do, some people like Rob and Penny, love the debunking community and love what the debunkers do. Midwest Ghost Hunter. Not only did he demand to be put on the board of bullshittery, but he went on a Side-Eye Guy live. There must have been something in his head being like, I could get ripped apart, yeah? And he didn't. And when he got ill, what community tried to raise money for him? Or did raise money for him, sorry. Side-Eye Guy. Enough said about that, I think. Hey, Beardo, I have to go back, pick my wife up from work. I really enjoyed your vids. Could my 2-year-old Rowan get a rar, please? He gets a laugh every time. Was it Rowan or Yowan? Rowan! 2 sec. Rowan! Rar!
Rawr. Rawr.
Seg will always be Seg. I don't care what he looks like or what his name is. Nobody's fucking business. I watch him for his content, not his identity. True. I mean, if Seg's still in the chat, he will tell you at one point, he was like, oh, by the way, my name is, and I went, nope. Don't tell me. Don't tell me your real name. Because if I remember it, I will slip up, and I really don't want to fucking do that. So you are the Side-Eye Guy, or Seg, or Dick Fingers, or Cartoon Head Boy. Don't tell me your real name. And I did the same with Crow Judas. Now, over time, the names have got in there, but I've, trained myself to only ever use their screen names. I would never, ever betray that. Hey, Andy from Ghost Squad, how you doing? I'm very well, thank you. BC Mormon, thank you for the 6 months. So that you're part of this community, congrats, get your channel back so quickly. That was something else, right? That was something else. The speed in which YouTube dealt with my channel being hacked was incredible. I actually went out of my way to message the human being that was helping me to say just thank you so much for what you did and how fast you did it. It's weird when my kids call me those things too. Just weird. I find it weird now when people use my real name. The Beardo nickname. I mean, Beardo was my nickname long before this YouTube channel. But when my in-laws call me Beardo, and my wife on occasion calls me Beardo, my daughter doesn't. My daughter just calls me Oi. Oi, what's for food? Oi, can you buy me a takeaway? I don't want to know Crow's real name. I prefer making up a new one each time. Yeah. I did know Crow. I've completely forgotten his name now. And I don't ever want to know it. He's a friend. I've got all the time in the world for him. He's been messaging me today to check if I'm okay. And I'm like, dude, you're ill as shit. Don't worry about me. Look out for yourself. But he's just a kind man. Just a very kind man. And I'd never betray his trust. Even if he brought out a video saying that I'm the worst human being on the planet and he never wants to see my fucking face again, I still wouldn't be like, oh yeah, this is Crow Judas without a mask and this is his name. Has anyone ever seen Crow without a mask? I don't think even his wife has. I think he got married wearing it. Is he married? I know very little about Crow considering how close we are. It's weird. My daughter calls me Taxi. My daughter drives now. Beardo will be Beardo forever to me. Yeah, I mean, when I was on Twitch, I was Beardo. When I was on my old YouTube channel before Twitch. Oscar Mayer? What? W's in the chat for the side-eye guy. I'll go first. W's in chat for the debunkers, the debunking community, and the debunking adjacent channels and supporters, because you're all fucking awesome. Every one of you. Paranormal channels that we enjoy. All of you. You're fucking awesome. I, for one, think I couldn't have said it better in his video. I wish I could do what fucking Crow. I wish I could do what Seg did in that video. Convey anger without descending into looking like a stark raving lunatic, because I don't have that ability. I really don't. I react very different. I react very different. He will always be Beardo. Yeah. I mean, I got friends of mine, their kids call me Beardo. You just timed out. That's because you keep spamming. I decided Crow's name is Zebediah. Zebedee. Crow is awesome and I hope he gets well soon. Absolutely. The private conversations I have... Joe Vitale's another one. The pair of them are fucking menaces. Because I'll get a voice note. And everyone knows I hate voice notes. Lee from Three Spires does it as well. Mike from Real Evidence does it as well. But I'll get voice notes. Hey, what's up, dude? I know you hate voice notes, but I just wanted to say I'm eating a hot dog right now. Nom 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 nom. Dickhead. And then Joe Vitale will go, hey, I know you hate this, but I'm thinking of you. Arnold, no, you're not banned. There are 500, fuck me. Nearly 550 people in here. Angel Rose, how are you doing? I got my daughter and picking her from school to go up to one of my friends who was picking on her daughter. He bent down, all delicate, like, what is it, darling? She flipped him off. So proud. I'm proud as well. Seg needs a bad Nixon mask. Crow is very nice. I sent a voice notes of how I say things in my accent. He found it hilarious. Crow is an absolute menace to accents. He made up Jarm all by himself and still blames me in Fantastique. Voice notes from me, I hate them. I'm trained to self-edit. I used to do technical support for a living and it makes you think about how you say something. But anger is an important emotion when it's bad people doing bad things. Yeah, what I tend to do now is I will record a video in anger and then walk away from it for a day and then come back out, look at it and then be like, nah, scrap it and start all over again. Today's video, if I'd made that a day earlier, it'd have been horrible. But Can we just appreciate? My dog stepped on a bee. I shat on Santa's knee. I think that was comedy gold. Even I laughed at myself doing that. And I know it's comedy gold when my wife sees it and goes, still banned from your page on Facebook. I don't know what you did there. You've probably got a different name. Anger is an energy. Hey, listen, if you just swallow down and keep anger in all the time, you end up bitter and horrible and doing live streams threatening to dox people. Or punching your desk. Fucking ridiculous. I might be stupid. What is doxing? Doxing is the scummy act of releasing personal documents in order to belittle, scare, or damage somebody. So, for example, my full name. I only ever go by Beardo or my middle name, Dale. Two people went out of their way to find my full name. Now, even though it's publicly available in certain places, to go looking for it and then post it online where I don't want it, on a platform where I don't want, that was doxing. And by YouTube terms of service, was doxing. By Twitch's terms of service, doxing. Beard, have you tried the game Hogwarts Legacy? Nah, I'm still trying to work my way through the Harry Potter films. I think I've watched 4 of them. Maybe more. I don't know. I got no interest in the game because I haven't seen all the films. When you get past your mid-40s, you realise you don't give a shit anymore. It's great. I mean, I'm not quite... I'm in... just hitting my mid-40s. Tell me I'm not going to get worse. Jesus Christ. Hey, Frankie, Angelina, Robert, Mr. Castro. Hope you're enjoying the live. Hey, actually, I do want to give a special thank you to those names that the guys just put in the chat. Because without your rancid, nasty, disgusting actions, I would have less friends than I got right now. Thank you. Dickheads. Love to see you play the Oblivion. Like I keep saying, I'm done with gaming for a while. I want to hear Spaghetti sing Seg's song again. I never want to hear Spaghetti sing anything ever again. He's fucking terrible. Peter, I hope you don't mind my revealing you have a twin brother baked chip. What? You have friends? I do. You're not that old. I'm 10 years older than you. I feel old. I keep forgetting that. I suppose in the community, I'm not one of the eldest. I'm for sure older than the side-eye guy. I think me and the Shape are around the same age. Dandalf's a little bit older than me. Mike's younger than me. Mythos is younger than me. Fantastic's teeny tiny whiny bit older than me. Crow, I don't know. I don't even know which century Crow of Judas was born in. I think the crow was like belly button fluffed that developed sentience and then over time learned to stand up. I take being called tampon as a compliment to get inserted to stop a mess. I like it. You know, I read that one. I have a friend who's 1 year younger than me and they call me old. Yeah, Beardo is an unk. I'm unk status. Respect it. I'm younger than you. Yeah, I think you're a couple of years younger than me. Yeah. Crow is 207. I thought so. I'm the same age as Crow and Joe. Joe's older than me. I'm younger than you, Beardo. Bet. Yeah, we've got a good... You're all babies. I'm 62. I mean, my channel average age for viewership is 45 to 65. Good place to be. I like that. Grown up. Mostly grown ups. I mean... I'm a grown-up. I sit in a man cave full of toys. And my friends. wear masks, and use superpower names like the Side-Eye Guy. Can't see me. The Crow of Judas. We're all grown-ups. Yeah, I'm 45 this year. Fucking scary. Almost summertime. Time to upgrade your wardrobe and your other wanna-haves. Your other wanna-haves. I like that. Yeah, there you go. There's the merch store. Very rare do I ever pin that. Merch store. We've got one of them. I think Seg sounds like a roommate from Shaun of the Dead. Sure, that makes so much sense. Kenny Biddle? Oh, Kenny Biddle's a little bit older than me. Just a smidge. I was going to make another joke there, but I won't. Plays with Star Wars toys. Oh! I don't. Play with Marvel and Star Wars and DC. Thank you very much. Hey, buddy, I've been called a lot of things, but a grown-up ain't one of them. I mean, let's be fair, Marilyn Monday. What you do is fucking hilarious. Not very grown up. 45 soon, it fuck right off. Crow Judas is as old as the amount of bones in the human body. If ABBA and Donna Summers still haunt you, then you are old. My daughter likes ABBA. Kenny is 72-ish. Hey, I know Kenny's lurking. He's in work right now, lurking. He just turns us down because he's sick of things like
Wankers.
blaring out of his office speakers when he's working. Probably the oldest of you all, but still the biggest kid. Hey, Jan. Let's be fit. I wholeheartedly agree with what you've said there. You may be one of the elders of the community, but my God, are you childlike. In the best way possible. I'm not insulting you. You love ABBA. Oh, I fucking hate ABBA. I just get the big eye roll every time I hear them. Oh, this sucks. Keith Richard is Crow's longtime buddy since childhood. True. ABBA or Oasis? I have the right to say fuck both of those bands. Mentally, I'm about 25. My knees say otherwise. My knees... I've discovered the last year... Do you know when you sit cross-legged? I can't do that anymore. It hurts. And if you sit on the sofa and you put one leg over the other like that, then you go to move your legs, you're like, why don't you work? I've been able to do this for 45 fucking years and I can move my legs. Why now? Aging sucks. Danny Ghost Quad, how you doing? I'm 60, but I don't feel a day over 72. Keith Richards died 60 years ago. The alcohol has preserved him. Fucking hell. Ah, dear. 55 in March, of the mind of a 20-year-old with the body of a cent. Yeah, my dad is pushing 70. And, you know, he doesn't really look his age. But he's childlike. Childish. He's got a toy room. Not quite like this. But he's got like radio control cars and bikes and his gaming PC and his consoles. At nearly 70. I hear Beardo's a hater. Call me a hater. Fill you in. Have a possum Pete. I'm a few years older than you, but good to know you're way more cranky than me. I'm very cranky. Thank you for the £5 orally. Can you hear drums, Beardo? No. Oasis, the most overrated band. They're fucking terrible. Pub band that got famous. Blue are better. Later, Zano. Paranormal Engineer. I thought I saw more colour in your last video. It was just darker hairs contrasting the white hairs. What? Who's got white hairs? Not me. Ah. Dad is 80 this year. Fit as a fit. I mean, my father-in-law. I mean, his ankles are his ankles are in bits at the moment because of he's worked on building sites all his life, and he's 70. He's still fitter than I am at 70 years of age. People say getting old is great. Oh, I don't know about that. You get to a certain age, and then you notice that any female around you, when they sneeze, they do this. Oh, achoo! If you're around my age, now I've said it, you'll never unsee it. All women over 40 cross their legs, cover their bits, just in case something squeaks out. No Backstreet Boys. Nobody's asked for it. Chat. I am very, very sorry about what I'm about to do. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Me when Beardo mentions Oasis. Listen, people can enjoy what they want to enjoy. They absolutely can. But Oasis are shit, in my opinion, and to anyone with taste's opinion. Oh, hell no, not this again. I wasn't prepared. All the women in chat, right, they're like, it's true, or you grass. I'm a born ghost hunter. I'm always up at night going for a pee, but still. I went to bed last night. What time did we go to bed? About past 11, 12 o'clock. 10 to 2. I'm still laying there, like. Back up I get. So I got back up. I put a documentary on, thinking it'd send me to sleep, but I got interested in it and I had to keep watching it. Went to bed like 3:30, and I woke up at 10:10 this morning, like, ah, shit. I slept late. And the fact that I've slept late means I'm not going to sleep tonight. Paranormal Engineer is he? How are you doing? Is that on Spotify? Hell no. Fahab, you have beautiful eyes, but I'm still not fucking them. Weirdo. Not giving a crap. I've unlocked an absolute awesome level of peace now. I'm 40. Are you 48? Don't do anything I don't want to. I say no, and I keep my own peace. I'm genuinely shocked that you're 48. You've probably told me that before. I mean, fair play to you. Customers of the Red stuck in a stream deck all afternoon. Backstreet Boys made it look up finally. So the cycle continues in the same way. Yep. We've got shit pelvic floors. I've got wooden floors. Sorry. Bed 10 a week, 6. Do you know what? I want to go to bed at 10 and wake up at 6. I want to be in a good sleep pattern. I saw somebody ask, have I started walking yet? No. The weather has been horrendous. Our street is like a fucking ice rink, and now it's like Noah's Ark out there. And I've just had so much on. What day are we anyway? Tuesday. I'll have to start. Fuck it. I'm going to start in February. It's been a couple of weeks, you know. Anne Robinson, you are the weakest link. How are you doing? Def Leppard. Do you know what? I'm not much of a fan of Def Leppard. They're alright. But yeah, they don't really do much for me. Yes, I'm 48. I'm quite shocked by that. Hey, Queen of Karma, how you doing? I was wondering if you had any Bitcoin forecasting advice. Yeah. Fuck Bitcoin. There's my advice. It's shit. Go to sleep at 2 a.m., get up at 11 a.m. I'm trying not to get into a bad sleep pattern. When Mrs. Geeks nights, it doesn't help either, because my sleep is terrible when she's not here. You're at 52 this year, you whippersnapper. Hear that? I'm a whippersnapper. And just as I read Whippersnapper, this comment just jumped in my head about me being a 40-year-old man with a backwards baseball cap. Grow up. It still makes me laugh. Don't hear from Dandalf for nearly 2 months, and then he texts me, ha! Have you seen this comment? Dickhead. Stay tuned, CC. Thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you very, very much. Can I get Negan, please? Yes, you can.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Mrs. Geek has bought some fitnessy thing that you stand on and twist. I was like, I'm going to fucking hurt myself on that. But it was fun. Victoria and Brian the Kitty, thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. No, don't grow up. I don't want to grow up. I'm never growing up. You guys are younger than me, are all the SpongeBob generation. My kids are the SpongeBob generation. Slayer, absolutely. Fucking love Slayer. Def Leppard about as much use as... Hey! Come on now. Respect where respect is due. The drummer from Def Leppard lost his arm in an accident and still drums in that band. Fucking respect, sir. I've got a twisting disc. It certainly works on my lower back. Yeah, this is like 2 foot paddles and you twist it and then you pull these arm things. Fun. I disappeared for a few months and I missed all the drama. You've only got to tune in once a month. There's drama somewhere, trust me. It's that rainy over there. You can practice your rowing, group up a body workout. True. We've got an exercise bike. We've got that twisty thing that makes it look like I'm dad dancing, come to think of it. Not doing that anymore. A treadmill would be a good... I'm sure Mrs. Geek said she's got an under-the-desk cycle. So I should bring that under here when I'm editing. Not when I'm recording a video, because I'll be sat there like, beardos, widows, boils and ghouls. And they'll be like, what's he doing under that desk? Back in the day, I like screaming metal, but now I can't deal with it. I still love all the screaming stuff. Iron Maiden, I adore Iron Maiden. I was just going to turn around and say I got Iron Maiden vinyls on the wall up there, but that was like 10 years ago. They've long gone. It's a really great drummer. Well, no. He's a really great drummer, and he basically programmed drum samples and machines to help him out with what he couldn't do, and fucking respect. Respect not only to do what he does with a missing arm, but to go up on stage and do it like nothing happened. Fucking fair play. For classic rock over metal these days? See, Jen, I had you as a bit of a fan of, like, Cannibal Corpse. You just sat there, watching Jason Hawes, being like, could everyone just be nice? And somebody kicks off, and then I can hear, that's a fucking tough, that's a fucking tough. Jen's like, yeah! And then she just annihilates all the shit talkers. I like Living Colour. Cult of Personality is a fucking amazing song. Not just because it's CM Punk. Rammstein, I didn't used to like them until I saw them live, and then I fell in love with them. Tool, amazing. True. Rained all up and down city last month. Thought I'd build an ark. Bloody cold now. Rain was warmer temperatures. Yeah, the temperature's picked up a bit now. I mean, it's 5 degrees. Do you still have the crystal pan button? Yes, I do.
You've been panned.
You got into Ozzy since he died. He was awesome. Yeah, I mean, I've always loved Black Sabbath. Ozzy solo stuff, I wasn't as big a fan of when I was into the metal as a teenager. And sort of my 30s, I got back into Ozzy, his solo stuff. Yeah. The only era of Black Sabbath I didn't really like was Dio's era. Not that I didn't like it, I just preferred Ozzy's era. You should try Lorna Shore. Sure, I'm almost positive I've played on the same bill as Lorna Shore. I might be wrong. There was definitely a screamo band that remind. Might not have been. You need to make the fart button. I've changed my Stream Deck, so I haven't got any of the sound bites anymore. I'm into tech, death, and prog these days. Can't stand 4/4 signatures anymore. At one point, I got into music with no vocals. I just wanted to listen to, I guess it was death metal, but without any vocals. And then I switched back, and now I can listen to something like City in Colour, and Whitechapel, and then a bit of Nirvana, and then Lamb of God. Just madness all over the shop. If anyone wants me to go and see Evanescence, I've never seen them live. Never really been that much into them. Rara, please.
Rawr. Rawr.
Check out Lauren Babic Beardo. Why does that sound familiar? Have you heard Scooter playing Download it? What? Do you know what? Download on occasion. They do weird things like that. Who's the rapper they had on? They're Daphne and Celeste one year. I'm sure they do. Download starts to not sell, so then they'll do something stupid to piss people off. Like the negative attention sells tickets. But then, guarantee you, Scooter will play, and all the metalheads will say, "Oh, I fucking hate Scooter." They're 6 pints in, and they're like, raving all over the world. Guarantee it. Slaughter to Prevail? Yes, I have, Glenn. I've heard of them. I've probably listened to them. But I couldn't tell you. I've got like a random Spotify playlist, stuff I've heard. Sometimes I just see band t-shirts, and I'm like, oh, I've seen that t-shirt a couple of times. Slaughter to Prevail, I've seen t-shirts of. So I add a couple of the songs to a playlist, and when I'm out in the car, I put them on. I've seen a girl try to show off with Evanescence at karaoke and fail. She's a good vocalist. Scooter is the shit. You've added a word there. He's just plain shit. Just plain shit. Bullet are the best. I mean, I know the guys really, really well. They're alright. If Padge ever hears me say that, he'll beat the fuck out of me. I liked the first 2 albums, and there was a weird time with them. Fucking hell. There was a album they brought out, and I just didn't like it. Was it called Venom? Didn't like it. I'm going cross-eyed looking at the screen, and all this love, such a nice thing to see. AFK to stretch my legs. Cats out of me now. I got electric vibrationary legs. AFK for a few. No worries, Rose's Creations. Beto, did you know you can have guests on OBS now with a Ninja app? I think that's been a thing for a while. I'm sure me and Purple used to use that on Twitch to get both our webcams on. Have I done any investigations in Leeds? The city centre itself, no. I've been around Leeds. Wait, yeah, I have actually. I did an investigation. The building's not there anymore. The clock tower is. It was called Hyroids Asylum, or Hyroids? Yeah, Hyroids Asylum in Leeds. Let me see if I can find it. It's not there anymore. The clock tower is. Hyroids Hospital, former psychiatric in West Yorkshire. That's near Leeds, right? West Yorkshire. This was one of the first paranormal investigations I ever did. It was abandoned, but that's one of the first ones I ever did. It didn't look like this. But this was one of those, This was one of those self-contained, sprawling places with, like, tunnels, and they had their own canteen, kitchen, dance hall, and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely incredible building. It didn't look like this. It was also one of the saddest investigations I did, because I don't know if it'll be on you. There was a part at the back of it called Linton or Lintian House, and it was a children's mental health facility, and the kids' drawings and stuff was all still on the wall, and I found it fucking heartbreaking that there was a children's asylum. And this place was open in the 80s. There were still kids in an asylum in the 80s, and I found it fucking heartbreaking. We didn't record anything back then. We just used to watch Most Haunted and travel the UK. Holy Light Mode, yeah, blinded me as well. I had the pleasure of attending a masterclass from Gunther Govan. I don't know what that is. But yeah, it's all houses and flats now, I'm afraid. It's one of those places where I thought I had an experience, because I could hear, I think I said about this before. Do you know the rubber flaps that you get? No, Lauralee, it's not still there, only the clock tower. It's all been converted into housing. The rubber flaps, you could hear them moving, like somebody was pushing stuff in and out of them, or a draft was moving them. And when we got around to the doorway, they weren't there, and we couldn't hear them when we got there. I don't know what it was. It may have been birds or bats, because we were on edge, and we were... What was I, fucking mid-20s? Ministry, about to say... I love Ministry. I was going to say, it looks like an old workhouse building. It was a self-contained mental health facility. Like, it had a village in there. It had a shopping mall, everything. It was one of those massive, sprawling places. Absolutely fucking incredible. Love Baby Metal. I only liked Baby Metal on, like, when they've done stuff with other bands. I can't listen to them on their own. Beardo should be careful talking about rubber flaps. Not everything is rude. Of course, Megan found it funny. I went to see Deathlock again so bad. One of the funniest concerts. Are they a real band? Deathlock did the Batman thing, right? I'm so fucking tough. I'm so fucking tough. I'm having a Christmas lollipop. Right? Bet they have experiences in those. I always wanted to go back and ask. I did, because I've told the story before on a live. I'm sure of it. Where we got there and there was fencing everywhere and security and stuff. We paid the security guard 20 quid and he let us in. It was when they were trying to convert it. We got there before they started the demolition and then rebuilding. Obviously, some of the buildings listed, and there's flats behind the sort of the front of the building. So elements of it are there. So I do wonder if people have experiences there. It's interesting. But then you can't exactly just drive all the way to fucking Leeds, walk up to that massive new housing place, walk in under the clock tower to the poshest flats that are there. I imagine they'll be the posher ones. Knock on the door, say, "Excuse me, have you ever had any ghosty wosties turn up because this place used to be a mental asylum? Yeah, get the fuck off my property." Get to watch Beardo discover Deathlock is a real band. I didn't know they were a real band. Hey, Ghost Quest, how you doing? Everything is rude in Megan's mind. She's disgraceful. Disgraceful. Such a nice post to their videos of the masterclass. I was online, very funny man. Acid bath sent to the UK with System of a Down, Queens of the Stone Age later this year. I didn't think Queens of the Stone Age was still going. What's Baby Metal? They're a Japanese or Korean pop group. They do like the K-pop vocals, but over metal music. It's kind of genius, but it doesn't really float my boat. But then they did a song with Electric Callboy called Ratatatata, which is epic. And they did a song with Bring Me the Horizon, which is really good as well. Baby Metal sounds horrifying. I wish I could play just a little bit for you to kind of get what they do, but it's not my cup of tea. They are Japanese, right? Brandon Smalls is awesome and has some cool projects aside from Deathlock. I know the name Brandon Smalls. Yeah, Cindy, Don't Scare Claire is on in 30 minutes. And I don't know if he's confirmed yet, but I think the Side-Eye guy is live in 30 minutes as well. So you guys will get the option. I normally pin Don't Scare Claire, so I'm going to pin the Side-Eye guy. Not only because it's a strange time for him, because he's in the UK, but just that final for the people to say that we don't get on and we're at each other's throats. Just like he's been in my live streams, I've been in his, but now I'm sending the community over to his after he's been chilling with us, after we've both defended each other. George, on boy, I've only ever listened to one Viking metal. Fuck, what were they called? I can't even say the name of them. I have. Why both at the same time? Mish Bob, it's just one of those things. I try not to go live at the same time as other people, but it's unavoidable. Unavoidable. And I'm telling you now, most other communities don't give a shit when somebody is live. They just don't care. They will go live. I'm in a math. Thank you very much, Prism. Yeah. It's not that they don't give a shit. It's not that they don't give a shit. It's that you can't. And at some point, I'm going to start doing evening gaming streams. When Resi 9 comes out, I'll be doing evening gaming streams no matter who's on. Because people can go and watch the spooky stuff, or they can watch gaming. And it's not that I'm being mean to other channels. It's just I have spent 3 years making sure I don't tread on anyone's toes in the community. I've moved my live stream times and stuff to facilitate other channels to drop streams on them and stuff. Weeds Brothers, Ghosts on Trent, I did it for. I've moved streams. I moved stream days at one point for Purple. Purple was like, shit, I'm only free on a Friday and you're free on a Friday. It's alright, fine, I'll do a Tuesday instead. Or a Sunday. No, I moved it to a Sunday. And it's just the way I've always done things. But at some point, I am going to be selfish and be like, fuck it, there's a new game coming out. I'm playing it, and I'm going to play it no matter who or what is live doing what way. Because I think I've earned the right to do what I want when I want at some point. If you want to watch both and use two devices, I mean, I do. I had Bristol Paranormal on my tablet last night, but then I also had, no, it wasn't Bristol. There was somebody live the same time as the wrestling, and I've got them on my iPad. Not my iPad, my tablet. I've got one channel on my tablet, and then I've got the Spaghetti Della Paranormale wrestling on the TV, and I'm chatting on my phone. I can't chat in two chats at the same time. Fries me. Split screen allows us to do both. True. So glad you'll be doing a Res stream. Can't wait for that. Yeah, I'm going to be doing those in the evenings when Mrs. Geek is working. I subscribed to Bristol Paranormal the night after you pinned them. I hope you will be joining them in an investigation. I am. I think there's two that we're going to be doing. One is very secret. Very hush-hush. And then the other one... I don't know if they told anyone where it is. Maybe not. Community is big, it's hard not to tread on toes, but you have to do you at the same time. Shouldn't matter context of the life. True. True. That's why we put videos on Sunday at 9, because we like watching you first. Yeah, I mean, I actively tell people, hey, set that live or set that premiere for 9 o'clock. And there were some people that were so like, oh, I don't want to be able to think I'm going live at 9 o'clock, that I'm setting my stream for like 15 minutes past. Staffies. Staffordshire Paranormal were shit for it. I'm like, why have you set your stream start time or your premiere start time to 9:15? And they were like, because we don't want to use you. We don't want people to think we're using you. It's like, set it for fucking 9 this instant. Have you ever been to Whitchurch Hospital in Cardiff, large abandoned? I've been there, Mark, but it was open at the time. I have been there, but it was open. I wouldn't even attempt to investigate that place now. They've got police dogs, security vans, PIR cameras, and sensors and alarms. Screw that. They fucking guard dogs. If the building's got a guard dog, nah. But I stopped doing abandons a long time ago for many reasons. Many reasons. One of them being safety. With others don't care as it's hard with the channels not to clash. All the channels are going to clash. No, they're not Govey lights. Because if I'd bought Govey lights, they'd have cost fucking 3 times the amount that they cost. These were on offer because I want to get a second pack, but I can't afford them now because they're back to full price. They are called Lepro. Lepro. Lepro rope lights. And they come with these wall fittings you can either stick on or drill them on. But honestly, I think they're brilliant. I don't know if they're as bright as Govey. Obviously, you can't see the individual lights in it. They're really well made. But they're not bendy. So you can see that corner there. They won't pin in the corner. They pull themselves out all the time. Vito, any news about if, when you Ghost and Trent the Weeds Brothers be investigating the home of the woman in the bay window? No. But I'm sure I'll find out later this week. Because I'm actually meeting with the owner of Lady in the Bay Window later this week. Me and Mrs. Geek are going to meet him. Not for an investigation. He is kindly, obviously he sent us the book and the audio book and stuff, all signed and free and all that sort of stuff. But he's obviously got the play and the stage show of it is now out. And he's basically invited us up as guests. Free tickets, but he's set some time aside before for us to sit down and have a chat with him, which I think is incredible. I'm really looking forward to it. He's been a very, very nice man. I'd love to do an investigation, but I don't know where to start. Get out there. Rather than a night of clashing streams videos than those nights when it's tumbleweed. Yeah, fair. Studio looks awesome, Beardo. Thank you, Bristol. Thank you. I mean, it's taking a lot of work. I'm not done with it yet. I want another one of those rope lights so I can go across that wall there. And then those 2 corners are a bit dark. So I'm going to... If I buy another 10 meter, I'll be able to brighten up all of that. And then... some lights under that shelf, some light under that shelf. Better lights in those units. But I'm not going to buy new lights for the units because I might be replacing the units. But then I've got to paint the walls. And I'll never stop being done with the studio. But look, it's still clean. Got the whiteboard back there, but look, it's still clean. Kept it clean. I've only got 1 cup out here, and I'm using it. Don't worry, we'll come with you if you can't forget. Yeah, Laura, reach out to paranormal teams in your area. If you're nervous about it, go out. Jesus, this room has been freezing all day and I was sweating. There are forums and all sorts. Just be safe with it. Obviously, as a woman going out on your own, just be safe with it. Beardo Get Scared doormats. Cool as shit, right? I've got that. There's a flag under my desk that I've used to hide my cable management. Get a cat. Won't stay clean. Fuck no. Absolutely. There will never, ever be a cat in this room. Could you imagine it? The carnage. It was bad enough when the kids were younger. I'd rather have a night of clash. I read that. Beardo, any news on when if... Right, I read that. How long did it take you to build up the community to the point where people actually join your lives? 7 years, if I'm being completely honest. From my original YouTube channel, which is all about the collection, to going live on Twitch, where I streamed for months and months and months to 3 people, then 6 people, then 12 people, and then I was fortunate enough to get up to 100 people, which on Twitch is really, really difficult. And then I chucked it all in to do YouTube whilst working. I did 3 or 4 months of debunking videos and top 5 videos and stuff. And I mentioned that I was a Twitch streamer, and somebody was like, why don't you go live on YouTube? And I was like, I'll I don't know, I've been streaming to sort of 80 to 100 people on Twitch for the last couple of years. You know, starting all over again on YouTube. And the first live stream I ever did on YouTube, I had 140 people in on my first YouTube stream, and I was fucking blown away. And the second one was 200 people, and then I averaged about 300 people for months. And then for a good chunk of time, I was averaging 500 people in a live stream. And it's dipped back a little bit lately, Christmas and all that sort of stuff, but I wouldn't change it. Show us where you're hiding on the chairs. Nothing. Nothing. Thank you for your €11. Absolutely nothing. Alright, there is a carrier bag, some paintings that my daughter did on that one. But it's only a carrier bag and some paintings that were on the board until I used it earlier. So thank you for the €11. I'm sure there's some ghostly locations. NL. What's NL? Netherlands? He's waiting until you're coming out of the shower. What? Who? Who is? Want to get in the YouTube space. A lot of idea for original content. Just no idea where to start, especially with buying decent equipment. Do you have one of these? Because that's all you need to get started on YouTube. It's what I started with on YouTube. It's all you need is a phone. So all of my first videos on this channel were all recorded and edited on my phone. Because my PC that I was using back then didn't work. It couldn't handle editing. I did it all on my phone. Even my investigations. The investigation I did at my haunted hotel with Mrs. Geek, and the first couple of investigations at the castle, the first 2 investigations with Dean, we used our phones. These are incredible bits of kit. If you've got one of these and you can afford a microphone, that's all you need. The red light keeps making me think the house had dripped blood. But you can start off with a phone. My best advice, and this is something I've told a number of people to do that are nervous, it's Netherlands, not Canada. That's what I said, idiot. If you're nervous about it, what I would say is put your phone out in front of you on a tripod. Write something down that you want to talk about. Look into the camera and talk about that thing for as long as you can. Press stop. Watch it back. And everything you don't like about what you just did, make a note about it and then record it again, keeping that in mind. And eventually, after a few times of doing it, you'll start to find your voice and how to be... But even then, if you watch my first few videos on this channel, even though I had been streaming and Twitch and my original YouTube for fucking years, my first couple of videos of this channel, I don't know why I did it. I have no idea why I did it. But I used to sit bolt upright. And I used to talk in a deeper voice like this, like I was being very serious. Bearders, widows, balls and ghouls, how are you all doing? Today we are going to be looking into Blaney and Ben. And I fucking cringe when I look at them. I put on a deep voice. Why? And then over time you become relaxed and more used to it. And just keep going. At the end of the day, you'll upload your first video. It'll barely get any views because nobody does. And you may get a comment, a like. And you look at that and you'll go, oh wow, somebody watched this. There are millions and millions of YouTube channels and millions or billions of YouTube videos. And somebody watched mine. Blah, blah, blah. I need to get tested the direct view properly on my Samsung. It does the two-way view. Yeah, Miss Bob's, I used it for a walk around the 30 East Drive. It worked fine. I'm shit at narrating. I just go nuts on my lives and the community loves it. I hate the narrations I do on videos. People like it. I know that I do it. When I do the... When I do the narration on my videos, I sync back into my old voice. I sink back into this house in Leeds, once haunted by... But then I couldn't exactly do a narration of a drone shot flying over like a haunted castle or something and be like, Beatles, boys and girls, look at this ghosty castle and shit. I'm going in there and fuck all's going to happen. Enjoy. So it'll be like, what's this shit? This fucking clown. There's Tigo. Well, to find a comfortable speaking voice or cadence, just got to do it in a way it is. Yeah, absolutely. You watch even the bigger streamers, people like Tim the Tatman, and watch Tim the Tatman when he started. He sounded like a football pundit, or an American game show host. Kind of like your narrations. Thank you, Prism. Geiger's Gifts. Thank you for the £5. You have Happy Mail delivered to the post box. Sorry, it took so long. Oh, Geiger's Gifts. Thank you. I think that's the box that's on my dining room table. Is it the one that was encased in so much fucking sellotape that I struggled to open it with a knife? I find that reading a script never sounds natural, so I make a script and then say the things. Yeah, Ghost Quest. I do write scripts. Tomorrow's video is scripted to a degree. I've stopped, or I've gone back a bit with the script writing, and I've started just making bullet points, and then I'll go off on tangents on my bullet points to keep me in order. Because I do find that when I'm script reading, my videos are flat. And the thing is, I've got up there, it was over there, I've got an auto cue, and it's a fucking nightmare to read. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's quite a small auto cue, and it's Elgato, so every time I plug it into my computer doesn't behave. And Don't Scare Claire the other day posts on Facebook her auto cue, and it's fucking like that. No wonder it looks like she's not reading. There's a fucking TV in front of her. Yeah, but the scripted stuff, and when I use the auto cue, I don't blink and I'm very monotone because I'm struggling so hard to read. Miss Adam the Woo, when every day was incredible daily vlog. I like that stuff. I do like that stuff. I mean, most of my debunking videos are just off the cuff. I don't script any of the debunks and the reactions and the top fives because it takes away the reaction element of it. But like tomorrow's video, I found a video of a woman basically selling how to beat sleep demons, and I found the whole thing fucking utterly disgusting. And I recorded my first draft, and I was like, I cannot put that out because I'm going to get sued. So I scripted that one. Arts and Craft Lady, good night. Right, I don't know if the Cider Guy is actually going live because he hasn't got anything set up. I don't know if anyone can get hold of him and tell him. I shall ask him myself. I'll ask him myself. If he doesn't go live, we'll... Obviously, Don't Scare Clay has a premiere at 9 o'clock. Please check that out. But also, the Side-Eye Guy should be going live at 9. If he doesn't, I'll pin Don't Scare Clay. If he does, I'll pin him and remind you about Don't Scare Clay as well. His dad posted a few days ago, so brave to go on and talk about his son. What? What are we talking about there? I don't know what that is. There's so much stuff about dads and kids being thrown about the internet. I'm scared to fucking ask. I've asked him. All right, right. He's probably going to be late because he's sorting the kids out for bed. So we'll probably send everyone over to Don't Scare Clay, but keep in mind that the Side-Eye Guy at some point this evening or tonight will be doing a live stream. Don't Scare Clay does have a premiere all set up ready, so we'll send everyone there. Geiger's Gifts, thank you, £2. Yes. brown little one. Black one says awesome shit. Yes. Yes. YouTube's been iffy about some upcoming prompt showing lately. What? I don't know. I'm lost there. We wouldn't want anyone going out alone. We have some paid events this year, so Laura Lee is more than welcome to come along. Very kind of you. Cider Guy is cool. What happened? No, Cider Guy's fine. He's going live at some point this evening. He was meant to go live at 9, but he's got his kids. He's got to put his kids to bed. So at some point, he's going live between 9 and 10, I guess. No, he's absolutely fine. He's just going live. Hopefully, he's found some better curtains to stand in front of. If we have trust, we'll help anybody. If we can't, we're all in it for the same reason. Fucking true. I've had larger channels take a chance with me. I mean, I was a tiny channel when I first went out with Steve from the Ouija Brothers, or when I first met Ghosts on Trent. Tiny channel. They helped me out. And that's how we grow as a community. Yeah. And then, you know, the Ghost Squad. Ghost Squad invited me out to Shrewsbury Prison. Fair play to them. At some point, hopefully they'll do a non-abandoned venue, and I'll work with... I'd absolutely love to work with the Ghost Squad again. Absolutely love to work with the Ghost Squad again. Thanks for making it fun to be a lurker, Beardo. Kiwi, you're very, very welcome. I think he's trying to feature the curtains. Oh, they're a feature. They're a feature, alright. Is that a giant Batman 89 I see down there? It's not an 89. It's got a square chiseled jaw. But if you look there, you see the 89 Batmobile, Batwing, Mini Batwing, water gun, Joker Cycle, Bob the Goon, and then there's a carded Batman back there. Batman. I've got all of it. I've got the Batman 1989 collection. Beardo and Ghost on Trent helped us when we got started. Hope you get to go on some investigations. I'm going on 2 with Bristol Paranormal. I'm sure there's something. I'm sure I got other stuff lined up. Oh yeah, apparently the tickets for the Derby Jail meet and greet are going on sale this week. Give us 24 hours without drama, please. I can't up my nutty. Hey. I didn't start anything this time. I didn't hack myself. Rains, Rockwell music. Anyone with mental health, please get help. Thank you for the 27 months, and absolutely. We have done a lot for mental health. Filming the investigation. Yeah, I film all of them. I don't always put them out. Sometimes I look while I'm editing, I'm like, I just can't be fucking bothered. Especially if I've gone... Like I recently went, I'll put the video at some point, but I recently went to the Four Crosses with 3 Spires and Staffies. Mike from Real Evidence. Well, 2 of those videos come in quick succession, so I'm like, right, I want to hold off on mine, otherwise I'm just releasing the same video as those guys a couple of weeks late. We're waiting for word back from the judges' lodgings down by you, Beardo, so I'll let you know when they get in touch. Ah, cool as shit. Yeah, some of my investigations I literally hold back because there's a couple of channels already put those investigations out. Or like the last one with 30 Strive, I went all the way up there. I got all my footage. We did a couple of live streams and stuff. Had a great time. I got home. I messaged Lee and I was like, just put you a video out. I'm not going to put one out. I'll just direct everyone to watch your video. Love the Ouija Brothers Ghost on Trent. They're legit and funny, so golden. Have you been to Craig? Do you know, I've never been to Craigenose. My mother-in-law wants to go. At some point, Mama Geek is going to be on a ghost hunting video. We'll go somewhere because Mama Geek wants to do a ghost hunt. Wait a sec, figure out which location he visited. Give his credit card info to the pitbull. I'm sure to be avoided. Yeah, the thing is, we can't... We could guess, we could surmise, and if we were to get anything wrong and put that out there as public knowledge, we'd get crucified for it. We must see the haunted fanny flaps. What? I struggle with NHS mental health help. Best thing I did for myself is to meditate every morning before I pick up my phone and do anything. Did you hear about the new Stranger Things universe being drawn up? No. Mama Geek will probably be in the video, yes. She wants... Mama Geek's not adverse to going on camera. You'll have seen her in a few of the second channel shorts. But there was a time we were going to do a recorded Ouija board session. And Mama Geek didn't believe in Ouija boards, so that's why she wanted to do it. She wanted to do it in her house. And then I bought one. Mrs. Geek said, "You're not bringing that in this house." My mother-in-law said, "I'll put it in here. I'll put it in the drawer. It'll be fine." And then she had a string of really horrendous bad luck for pretty much a year and a half. And it ended with the house flooding just after they came back home. And she turned up, they'd cleaned up the mess. We'd helped them, obviously. But she turned up at the house and she went, "You can fucking put that in your room. It is not going in my house again." I think it was that. Look forward to the investigations. I like going on them. I just don't like editing them. Which is why I've stopped taking multiple cameras, because I just make it hard for myself. The female Mama Geek in camera and what she's going to do, she's going to flash everything. No. She'll be sober. If we filmed Mama Geek when she's drinking, then potentially they would be flashing. You finally caught live. Wheezy Tara, you've caught live just... Well, you got about 5 minutes. Welcome in. I'm going to make yours Dandolf Dragons together. They can represent your tag team in wrestling. Awesome. The fact there's a community just casually chatting about this and that, get my mind off stuff, really helps. For that hour and a half or so is calming. Hey, fucking 2 hours I go live for. 4 hours in the day. No slacking from me. Providing a fucking service. Roasted Franken said comments, but no one saw them. What did you say? Dude, Ed investigations is a nightmare. Spend weeks on them and they end up boring. Nomadic? Absolutely. There is nothing more soul-destroying than coming home from an investigation where you know nothing happened. And then you dump all your memory cards, you drag everything across, you wait hours for it to go from your memory cards to your PC, you drag it all into your editing software. You look at the timer of all of your footage, you're like, 12 and a half hours worth of footage across those cameras, and I've got to sync it all up. Oh, it's fucking horrible. And when I first started doing them, I liked editing, but it's just a pain. It takes so fucking long that in the time it takes me to do even sorting out the audio, I can get 3 videos done for the channel. Hands up if you like pants. I'm a boxers guy. I'll get my channel back up and run hopefully in the new year. Got a few things to do first. You're not the big time Ando that I'm thinking of, are you? Have been you all this time? Let me see. No. I knew another guy that called himself Big Time Ando. Never mind. Never mind, I thought you were somebody else for a second there. Since they're putting me in a pit bull because no one wants him to breed and he's not allowed near pig. Would you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain? No. Pina coladas have got coconut in them and getting caught in the rain is fucking horrible. While the washing machine stopped and ended up buying myself a Nintendo DS for the hospital, feeling nostalgic. Nice. Dog used to pant. What? I'm back. I made for the last 5. I need to stop speeding. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Just think of a proper supply of beer, turn it into a part. I'm off beer. No more beer. Marilyn, I approve. Ah, you guys are fucking epic. If you're not into yoga, I can't get into yoga. My back's screwed. Although I used to have a DVD. I probably still got it here somewhere, or a memory stick with Diamond Dallas Page's, what's it called? Explosive yoga? The DDP yoga. It's actually really good. I did it for a while. I need to get back onto it. If you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain. Ah? So I signed it to channel once, but I hate editing my own material. Working on it once, recording is enough for me. But, I mean, I know what editing software you use now. I don't like to use it. On DaVinci Resolve, there's a thing called AI Editor. And it basically deletes out all of the silences in your video, which can reduce the amount of time you spend editing by an incredible amount. It's no good for investigations and stuff. But, I don't know, it always cuts things just a little bit wrong for me. I'd rather do it myself, because AI will never understand. Like when you drop a pipe bomb and you're like, no, bing, and then you just give that stare into the camera. It doesn't understand that, so it'll delete that. You'll see mic drop, and then it just cuts, and then drag the rest in. It can be good, though. It can be good. You need to get back into chair yoga. I don't know what's going on. I remember when it started playing the oh, have I been done with a song that I've never heard of? If you're not editing, just putting up the raw in one take, make that a feature of your channel. So, Ferret, I've thought about putting up raw footage of investigations, just like 8 or 9 hours of footage. But there are certain elements of my investigations that I have to remove because I'll get in trouble. Because literally, I'll walk through a building, I'll drop something, and instead of just picking it up and being like, oh yeah, that was me, I'll drop it and go, uh-oh, ghosties, and then I'll name certain channels and I'll take the piss out of them. Not on camera, but it is on camera, but I delete that out. But yeah, I'll get in trouble because I just take shots of people all the time. It's like somebody will close a door. They've closed the door and it's all on camera, and I'll go, it was a demon, wasn't it? Just like so-and-so said. And yeah, I won't do that in my investigation videos. Are not for taking shots at other people. Sometimes they are. That's what we do. I'm telling you now, every team I've gone out with does it. Every team I've gone out with does it at some point. Sometimes we leave it in. There was a video with me and Real Evidence where we're in the house, Spoongate. The only bit of my video that survived was a little bit of B-roll, and then me doing this for the lock. And then Mike shaking his head behind me. And the pair of us went, ghost theory. We left that in, and then obviously 3 guys threatened to fucking kill us. So it was a bit of a mad video, that. 9, by the way. Oh, shit. Guys, please do go on over to Don't Scare Claire. I still haven't made an outro video. So, thank you all for your kindness. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for chilling, hanging. Incredible viewing figures tonight. Read that one. Read that one. Right, we're going to skip the joke tonight because I had a joke about pizza. Jethro, thank you for the 19 months. I'm glad to be back. I was going to tell a joke, but it was about pizza. It was just a little bit cheesy.
I'm not talking to you now. Sorry, I just tickled myself with my. Oh! Mr. Wave. You literally legs, arms, and a head. What the fuck?
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that was terrible, alright? I was going to make a joke about meditation. Just sitting around doing nothing.
I'm not talking to you now.
Hey, don't throw tomatoes at me. Stop with the tomatoes. You should be kinder, like a sweet potato. Right, that's it. That's your lot. I'm out of here. My mouse ain't working.